Welcome to this week's episode of Superior Angling. It's our 13th and final episode for Season 1, and we have something special for you guys here today. We head south to Park Falls, Wisconsin to visit our friends from St. Croix Fishing Rods. Some of you may not know, but St. Croix's doors are wide open to the public, meaning they will walk you through the process from the very start of it, where they unroll the graphite, to the very end of it, where they're putting their rods on the shelves for sale. And the process is truly fascinating, and watching them do this all by hand by local employees is something that's going to really make you appreciate these rods so much more. Upon arrival in Park Falls, Wisconsin, we were introduced to Ken. Ken is a St. Croix employee, and he is one who knows the brand inside and out. And Ken gives these factory tours, and they are truly remarkable. He knows St. Croix rods from start to finish like the back of his hand.
Within these walls, St. Croix builds rods start to finish. It allows us to have the ultimate control into the product that we put before the consumer, and to do everything we can to make the best rods on earth so that our customers have the best experience on earth. When rods taper from the butt to the tip, in almost all cases, that taper is not uniform. It'll change angle. And when the angle changes, it changes gently. If this were a sharp corner, plink, stress builds up, and we have a problem. The first thing we do in building rods is making blanks. And we make blanks on mandrels. And as you pass the mandrels around and you run your finger along the mandrels, right in there, I can feel one of those very subtle changes in direction. The graphite is on rolls. It's kept in a refrigerated room, brought out, spread on a table. It's then cut. You'll be standing along a long table. The table is automated. It minimizes waste, maximizes product, ensures the similarity between one pattern piece, the next. Pattern pieces laid out on top of a mandrel, and iron goes down the length of the mandrel, and the pattern and the mandrel adhere. And she's got to get that lined up appropriately so that it rolls properly. Then it's just a matter of applying some heat with the iron, getting it to stick. Then we take it and roll it. We tape it to make sure everything is secure. All the layers of graphite are tight so that when it bakes, when it cures, it makes a solid basis for a rod. They then get hung on one of these racks, depending on the length of that blank, and then the whole rack gets rolled right into the oven. The temperature in there is computer controlled, a different temperature at different stages, and once he pulls them out of the heat, he's got 20 minutes tops to get them separated. The mandrels are out, the tape is off, the blanks come to this table. Ollie will then take them and do something very unscientific. It's called a bend. She'll just hold it down, grab the tip, bend it, next one. Find out whether there's any blank that doesn't want to take a bend. It wants to fracture, it wants to break. She will also do something very scientific, and that's go to one of the lasers, and she'll check dimensions at certain points. If any blank fails either test, she checks the whole batch. And the blanks that failed go in there. We make the blanks here because it gives us complete control. We know what's in the body of that rod. We know what's in the chassis, the framework. And so we can work from there to make different models by changing the pattern slightly. And we can go all sorts of directions, having that control, having that experience, having that knowledge.
As we received the tour from Ken, at each and every station, there were employees there who were eager to talk to us, to tell us about the St. Croix story. And that means so much to us when we take these rods out on the water and use them for ourselves.
big they are.
No, they get in that current.
I know. Nice. Nice eater.
Indeed.
That's on that Avid X. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Nice. There. Finally got one of these new Avid X's in my hand. This is I think this is the 7-foot medium. Perfect for this river fishing. I don't know, would you like to keep that or should we throw it back? We'll throw it back, huh? Oh. That was quick.
It's always nice to get out in a boat right away. I'm sure you guys are a lot like us, and we don't really have patience to wait until the Minnesota walleye opener, so it's nice when you can get up here on the Rainy River, put your boat in, and grab your St. Croix long rods and come out here and pitch plastics for these walleyes. The season's open until April 14th, and right now is the last day of March, and it is gorgeous out here. Northwoods fishing with a Northwoods brand like St. Croix. Can't beat it. Oh yeah, did that thing crank me? That's a good fish. Unbelievable, these fish. Yes, it's really cold water, but you cast out there with a jig and a big plastic, and they literally almost take the rod out of your hand. They bite so hard. Holy cow. And I mean, these fish hit so hard where, it's like there's no mistaking it, but also you want a really good, lightweight, sensitive rod that you can cast out there, and on a 60, 70 yard cast, you can have great sensitivity. And these Avid X's are really doing it for us right now.
Yeah, this is like what, our second fish in 5 minutes,
yeah,
8 minutes?
I know, we just pulled up to the spot and we're getting pretty dialed. I haven't seen this fish yet, but we're gonna get a glimpse at her here.
Oh yeah, good one, buddy. Yeah, there we go.
That's a big fish, bud.
Whew. Look at that. That's a good start,
That's
bud.
a monster.
Nice.
Just inhaled that jig. And look at that walleye. That's a big walleye.
That's pretty. Look
What
at
a
the
beautiful
belly
on her.
Nice. Good job.
Unbelievable. So much fun to get up here early season. There's no point in waiting until the Minnesota walleye opener when you can get up here in the Rainy River. And until April 14th, you can be catching these fish.
That's a pretty fish, bud.
Wow. Thank you, girl. Beautiful, beautiful walleye. We're gonna put her back because very soon she's gonna be dropping her eggs. Let's go, girl. A huge thank you goes out to all of our sponsors in help making Season 1 possible. RJ Sport & Cycle, headquartered in Duluth, is the premier Lund boat dealership in northeastern Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin. We carry a widespread selection of aluminum and fiberglass fishing boats, and whether you are an in the lakes fisherman or a Great Lakes guru, we have the perfect boat to fit your needs. Take advantage of our spring catch program going on now. Browse our available models online at rjsportandcycle.com or stop into our store to view our extensive selection of all things fishing.
Everyone has something they can't afford to lose. And these days, nobody's looking to spend extra money. But the knowledge and experience of an independent insurance agent can help show how to affordably protect the things that are most important. And if those things are covered by a West Bend home and highway policy, you might someday discover for yourself how the worst brings out our best. Holden Insurance, Duluth and Superior.
Markham Technologies unleashes GPS with the release of the RT9, the first to combine sonar, underwater camera, and navionics mapping in a 9-inch ruggedized touchscreen tablet. Built on the Android operating system, the Wi-Fi-enabled RT9 can be used as a standalone tablet or snap into the cradle or performance pack for unmatched portability. ICE electronics the way they were meant to be. Sonar, GPS, underwater camera, one unit. Experience the RT9 from Markham Technologies.
It's summer again at Marine General, and we're here to get you on the water.
Kayaks, canoes, and paddleboards, water sports, knee boards, wetsuits, ropes, and life vests, rain gear, marine safety, electronics of all kinds, rods and reels, trolling motors, rod holders, and all kinds of accessories for your boat, live bait, lures, and a crew that appreciates your business.
Yes, it's the bigger walleyes that attract us to a place, such as the Rainy River here. But it's also tradition, getting out here with family and friends. It's kind of like the Minnesota fishing opener, but just a month earlier. And this is probably some of the best walleye fishing in the state, So it's something that you look forward to doing every single year with family and really close friends. And St. Croix's business model mimics that perfectly. It's about tradition and family and having that up north feel to it. They're been in Park Falls, Wisconsin for the past 60 plus years. Family owned. Extremely, personable. You can walk in there, they'll show you the whole factory tour. And they're not just putting guides on rod blanks. They're making their rod blanks, making everything right there in Park Falls, Wisconsin. And they have been forever. It's super cool to go down there and have them just open the doors for you.
The nice thing too is they're listening to what anglers want. They're listening to the person that says, hey, I like this or I like that.
Oh, totally. It's continuous innovation, you don't stay in business for 60 plus years, making one specific rod and that's all you do, It's like these Avid X's here, they're new this year. They came out with a new long bass rod for the Classic and, these aren't Grandpa's rods and, it's like there's new products continuously coming out and, that'll attract and appeal to the younger generations as well. And
not to mention they make the best rods on earth.
You got it. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I just got the wax. Attaboy. Wow. Big head shakes, buddy. That is so much fun. And this is what it's all about, Just getting out here, spending a nice spring day on the water with
That's a nice one,
a
buddy.
good buddy. Holy cow, bud. That is a big one. Look at that. Wow. That's a fish, bud.
Look how fat they are. Oh. And he just choked
They
that.
just look prehistoric.
Nice.
Look at that fish. That bait is right in its mouth, sitting there just dragging it off bottom. Wow.
Perfect timing.
And that's what this fishing up here is all about. Catching big fish like this with good buddies. It doesn't get any more fun.
That's a nice fish. Nice fat. Plastics.
Just on a jig and plastic. Yeah, that's a nice one.
Oh boy.
Beautiful, ice cold. These fish are moving in here to spawn. Wow. A huge thank you goes out to all of our sponsors in help making Season 1 possible. RJ Sport and Cycle, headquartered in Duluth, is the premier lawn boat dealership in northeastern Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin. We carry a widespread selection of aluminum and fiberglass fishing boats, so whether you are an inland lake fisherman or a Great Lakes guru, we have the perfect boat to fit your needs. From tillers to side consoles and full windshield models, we sell them all. Browse our available models online at rjsportandcycle.com or stop into our store today to view our extensive selection of all things fishing.
Everyone has something they can't afford to lose. And these days, nobody's looking to spend extra money. But the knowledge and experience of an independent insurance agent can help show how to affordably protect the things that are most important. And if those things are covered by a West Bend home and highway policy, you might someday discover for yourself how the worst brings out our best. Holden Insurance, Duluth and Superior.
Markham Technologies unleashes GPS with the release of the RT9, the first to combine sonar, underwater camera, and navionics mapping in a 9-inch ruggedized touchscreen tablet. Built on the Android operating system, the Wi-Fi-enabled RT9 can be used as a standalone tablet or snap into the cradle or performance pack for unmatched portability. ICE electronics the way they were meant to be. Sonar, GPS, underwater camera, one unit. Experience the RT9 from Markham Technologies.
It's summer again at Marine General, and we're here to get you on the water.
Kayaks, canoes, and paddleboards, water sports, knee boards, wetsuits, ropes, and life vests, rain gear, marine safety, electronics of all kinds, rods and reels, trolling motors, rod holders, and all kinds of accessories for your boat, live bait, lures, and a crew that appreciates your business.
Ooh, how's that one feel?
It feels good, especially on the Avid X. Just whip a quarter-ounce jig out there with a piece of plastic and wait until you feel a kerwunk. It's got some good head shakes to it.
On the blue, huh?
On the blue. Look at that walleye. Absolutely gorgeous. Jigging plastic, early season. That is the result. Awesome. What do you think, buddy?
Nice fish.
Yeah, it is a nice one.
Really nice one.
Just got to the spot and it's about, I don't know, it didn't take too many casts, so hopefully there's more of these to come.
Right.
Let's get her back in the water. And there she goes. And it's nice to have a longer sensitive rod, something that, you know, for this situation, about 7 feet is perfect. Medium, or probably right now you could get away with medium light, but John's got a snag. Just something with a little more length so you can really whip it out there and kind of fan cast and kind of search with your jigs and try to find these fish. On this particular day, we were out on the Rainy River and we were pitching jigs for walleyes. Now, casting far is critical in this situation because you need to find where these fish are, you need to search around, and you're holding your rod tip up high and you're waiting for a strike. Now, without a sensitive rod, you're never going to feel that strike and you're not going to catch that fish. And you kind of take it for granted when you're out there all day catching walleyes. However, if you take the factory tour, you will see the compassion, the craftsmanship that goes into each and every rod, and you understand, it all makes sense, it all comes to fruition, why these rods are of the quality that they are.
Once they've got it painted, they'll hang it on a continuously moving chain on the ceiling, and there's an oven right around the corner, again about 250. Blanks will be in there about 45 minutes and the finish is cured.
You would not believe how many different stages these rods go through, how many different hands touch these rods. Not machines, hands, local hands from local workers here in the upper Midwest.
We apply a coating to the threads, a coating over the decals to protect those areas and to improve the appearance of the rod. And after that is done, it gets tagged and bagged over to the warehouse and shipped to our consumer.
A huge thank you goes out to all of our sponsors in help making Season 1 possible. RJ Sport & Cycle, headquartered in Duluth, is the premier lawn boat dealership in northeastern Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin. We carry a widespread selection of aluminum and fiberglass fishing boats, so whether you are an inland lake fisherman or a Great Lakes guru, we have the perfect boat to fit your needs. From tillers to side consoles and full windshield models, we sell them all. Browse our available models online at rjsportandcycle.com or stop into our store today to view our extensive selection of all things fishing.
Everyone has something they can't afford to lose. And these days, nobody's looking to spend extra money. But the knowledge and experience of an independent insurance agent can help show how to affordably protect the things that are most important. And if those things are covered by a West Bend home and highway policy, you might someday discover for yourself how the worst brings out our best. Holden Insurance, Duluth and Superior.
Markham Technologies unleashes GPS with the release of the RT9, the first to combine sonar, underwater camera, and navionics mapping in a 9-inch ruggedized touchscreen tablet. Built on the Android operating system, the Wi-Fi-enabled RT9 can be used as a standalone tablet or snap into the cradle or performance pack for unmatched portability. ICE electronics the way they were meant to be. Sonar, GPS, underwater camera, one unit. Experience the RT9 from Markham Technologies.
It's summer again at Marine General, and we're here to get you on the water.
Kayaks, canoes, and paddleboards, water sports, knee boards, wetsuits, ropes, and life vests, rain gear, marine safety, electronics of all kinds, rods and reels, trolling motors, rod holders, and all kinds of accessories for your boat, live bait, lures, and a crew that appreciates your business.
Yet another thing that sets St. Croix apart is their customer service. You can pick up the phone, you dial the St. Croix number, you're getting a representative in Park Falls, Wisconsin, who is there, who's passionate about their job. Trust us, we watched them do their job. We kind of shadowed over their shoulders for a little bit. They were passionate. They showed enthusiasm to every customer that they answered.
What we do in here is try to give the customer the ultimate customer service experience. There's very few companies that you can call, talk to somebody within 30 seconds, and get a satisfying customer experience with the ultimate knowledge of not only the rods, but all of our services that we offer.
My favorite part of working here is talking about the product. Everybody in this company is really proud of the rods that we make and the work we put into it. So it's really nice to be able to have that connection with the customers and be able to help them knowing what we're talking about.
You dial our 1-800 number that we provide, you're coming straight in here. So you're talking to somebody within 10 to 15 seconds. And that's something that we thought was very important because, as you well know, the more you sit on and listen to an auto attendant, you're just not even interested anymore. So once they call us, they get someone right away. That person explains to them all their options as far as, is the rod under warranty, is it not under warranty? If it's under warranty, it's at no charge. If not, the cost involved of either getting it repaired or replaced, anything of that nature. St. Croix is a company that they take such great pride in the craftsmanship. It takes a lot of hands to make one fishing rod. And that's really something to be proud of today when it's made in America, made in the USA. They take pride in everyone that works in this building to make the quality product that we make today.
And that concludes Season 1 of Superior Angling. Thank each and every one of you for following along with us this year. It was a lot of fun, and we are excited to see what the future has in store for us. This summer, be sure to follow our Facebook and YouTube pages, as we'll be putting out a lot of social media content as the summer progresses, and then get ready for Season 2, as we're going to come at it full force in January.